Today is one of the most important days of the week because once again, it's REMBE Pro Cycling time. So far, we had a pretty fantastic season, 7 World Tour victories and the last one, Classic Brugge de Ponne. And as a consequence, we are the second best team in the world according to the UCI World Ranking, only 300 points away, less than 300 from UAE Team Emirates. So today we're going on a hunt. I want to catch UAE Team Emirates. But today's races are very high profile, starting off with Dwars door Vlaanderen, a World Tour race, followed by Gran Premio Indurain. We've got Ronde van Vlaanderen, second monument for the team, then Scheldeprijs, and then the third monument, Paris-Roubaix. So we'll need to be at our absolute best to perform at these big races. Now looks like we're starting off quite lucky. Dwars door Vlaanderen has a pretty easy parcours, the flat variant of a couple of years ago, so I think we have a chance. Then again, Wout van Aert, Mes Pedersen, and so forth. And sadly, Teutenberg doesn't have his fitness peak anymore. Anyway, let's try and get the best possible result. That is not the start I was hoping for. A -2 on Teutenberg, still 76 sprint, 72 cobble, but I was hoping for better. Now, I'm in the breakaway, but it's only 3 riders. Alvarez, Hajduk, and Grignard. That's kind of not enough. 3 riders won't make it very far. Yeah, Alvarez had a mechanical from the breakaway, so I'll just drop him back to the peloton, to be honest. With just over 20 kilometers to go, we are in full control. REMBE at the front of the peloton. Alvarez is leading after dropping back from the peloton. It's still a peloton of 100 people, so looks like it's gonna be a sprint. Last small cobble sector with 6 kilometers to go. Teutenberg will not be our leader. He's our domestique at the moment because Behrens is looking much better today, so let's try and get our team to the front right now on the last sector here, on the last few kilometers. Warenskold has a bit of a gap. I will take over right now with Ballerstedt and Gels on literally everybody. A bit late on my leadouts, to be honest. There we go. Teutenberg out of the way. Behrens still looking quite proper. Shamla's ready to take over pretty soon. Let's catch Søren as soon as possible. Herzog looking good for the lead out. Behrens looking okay for the sprint. Stuyven goes with Turner. Come on, come on, come on. Herzog, keep going, keep going, keep going. Let's do 99 on Herzog right now. And I'll do automatic on Ballerstedt so he doesn't get in the way, even though he's in Narnia already. Stamle, get out of the way. There we go. Herzog can launch. Behrens can also launch, to be honest. Come on, Behrens. Come on, Behrens. Come on, Behrens. Into this corner, Behrens. Into this corner. Into this. Herzog? 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 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. It's gonna be a 1-3. Emil Herzog wins Dwars door Vlaanderen. I gotta be honest, I only won because of those corners though. Without those corners, I reckon Behrens wins. But hey, I won't say no to a World Tour victory, that's for sure. Dwars door Vlaanderen won by Emil Herzog. I gotta say though, ever since 2 episodes ago when the game developers fixed the sprint bug, I feel like sprints have become slightly too easy. The opposite of the spectrum, because I look at this sprint and a lot of the sprints I've won in the last 2 episodes, and I feel like the favorites in those sprints are often not well positioned. Wout van Aert, Olaf Kooi, Binyam Girmay, they're just not competitive, and I'm sprinting against third-tier outsiders like Lascano, Arnemarit. Like, I would say sprints have become easier, but I don't feel like they've been fixed, you know? Wait a second, can you hear that? The people on the streets are celebrating. REMBE Pro Cycling is the best team in the world once again. We're past UAE Team Emirates, 300 points ahead right now. Let's hope we can keep that. But next up is a very different race. GP Miguel Indurain, basically a punchy parkour, and Roglic is here, so this won't be easy. Our leader is most likely going to be Marco Brenner with 70 Hillstad. This race has been ruthless. 15k to go, 3 hills, and 19 people still in the peloton. Brenner, Herzog, and Wilks, 3 riders of ours. Wilks is basically done for though, so oh, we've got moves. Let's go up to 85-90 with Wilks and try and control that. Herzog is ready to take over as we speak. There we go. Just gotta make sure I can try and get Brenner over this climb and then maybe wait to attack until that final hill because that looks very steep. Ooh, they're trying to drop us. They're trying to gap us. We've got tons of riders running out of energy, but I'm just trying to play it relatively conservatively to make sure I can spend my energy later. Roglic still in the group, yes indeed, so gotta watch out for that, man, that's for sure. 6.5k to go, second last hill, they go again. Let's go 92-93 on Herzog. Let's try and follow the moves of Jorgensen on Cofidis, forgot about that. Harper, Enric Mas, and so forth. Get over the top, get over the top, get over the top. I can maybe try and do a small lead out of Herzog. He doesn't have much left, so gonna have to do everything I can. 99 on Herzog. Come on, come on, come on. Brenner is ready. Brenner is ready. He can launch his attack right now. He's doing a sprint, basically. That's not ideal either. We're going over the top like this. 7 people in the group. Launch, launch, launch. It's a descent till the line, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna sprint right now. Mas, Jorgensen, Van Wilder, Marco Brenner. Come on, Marco. Come on, Marco. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Easy. Easy. Nobody else realized it was a descent to the finish. We did, and we won. 2 races ridden, 2 races won. That's a streak. Now it's time for one of the big ones. The Ronde van Vlaanderen, Tour de Flanders, Tour of Flanders. 247 kilometers. The second monument of our career with REMBE Pro Cycling. And the big guns are here. Mathieu van der Poel, Wout van Aert, Mes Pedersen. No Tadej Pogacar though. But also no fitness peaks for a single rider in our team, so we're not exactly in good form. That being said, if you think about it, it's actually a good thing that we peaked for the other races to get those victories, because we were never going to win the Tour of Flanders anyway, even if we had a fitness peak. But we're still going to try and get the best possible result with our team, and I think a part of that is getting in the breakaway. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alvarez and Leidert both in the breakaway. That would be nice, because then I can protect Alvarez with Leidert in that breakaway, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Let's do 90. We've got people trying to follow, people chasing us down. Not really, just a large bunch of riders, including Henry. Henry is here. Henry Ulich, the robber of Milano-Sanremo, is in the breakaway. That's 11 riders up the road, would be a nice breakaway, but Oliver Naesen is not too happy with that, so let's hope he chills the out. Yeah, the breakaway is doomed because 7 riders of the break have been dropped. It's now down to Leidert and Alvarez. Really? Are you serious? It's just our riders? That is really sad. Stefan Bissiger is trying to bridge, and he's wearing that special RVV jersey of EF, so that's pretty cool. After nearly 100 kilometers of fighting, the break has formed 6 riders, but it's not that strong anymore. Pleimers, Alvarez, Bissiger, Leidert, Ulich, and Eekhoff. So only 6 riders. Onto the first outer Quaremont with the breakaway with 130 kilometers to go. Nothing's gonna happen here, but it still looks very cool. With about 85 kilometers left, we're doing pretty well in the breakaway, to be honest. Alvarez full energy, Leidert pacing like crazy to keep this breakaway 4 minutes ahead of the peloton, and so far it is working. The tempo in the peloton is not extreme. It's still 169 people, no riders dropped, so pretty calm race so far. We've got some attacks in the peloton. Garcia Cortina together with Van Dijk. Oh, this is a group of 22 riders with Teutenberg. Okay. There was a split in the peloton, but it looks like it's been closed. Can I move up Fietske and Ballerstedt? There we go, with an attack on the right side of the road. Van Dijk blocks Ballerstedt a little bit. Let's try and work together and maybe get to the front of the race, because let's be honest, if I go to the final hill segment with Mathieu van der Poel, these guys won't survive anyway, so I might as well try to anticipate. On to the second outer Quaremont as we speak. Ballerstedt and Fietske trying to bridge up. Paul Zangelen, who apparently tried to bridge up. There we go, 20 seconds on the peloton. Hirschi and Squeens are trying to bridge up with us. Naesen is done for. De Schuitenaar is almost done. Laporte is trying to bridge with Wright. Fietske is done for. Teutenberg and so forth do 99. 99 over the top. Whatever you can. Fietske blocks these guys. Ballerstedt is caught, so whatever we tried is not working. Alvarez is still at the front. Leidert is done for. But I feel like we're still in the running with Alvarez, to be honest. The man is competitive. On the Paterberg then, 10 riders in the front group. Now Leidert still dropping. Benoit trying to bridge up with this gang. The rest of my team is apparently here. Okay. Do I try and bridge up with Stammler right now? I might. There we go. Come on, Stammler over the top of the Paterberg with the attack. Can he gap himself away? Yes, he can, together with someone. Don't know who it is. Warenskjold and Squeens again. So let's try and bridge up with those guys. 30 seconds on a peloton with Hole, Van Aert and so forth. Ballerstedt in here, and so is Teutenberg. So let's protect Teutenberg with, first of all, Leidert. Let's put Scott and Ballerstedt in his wheel, and let's try and keep this man in this group for now. We are still doing quite well. Alvarez is behind somehow on the Paterberg, got dropped by these guys, but he's gonna close it down as we speak, so that's good. The Koppenberg is coming right now, so ooh, I'm scared. There we go, on the Koppenberg. Ooh, Benoit and Laporte are so strong. Come on, Alvarez, follow this group, follow this group. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Behind that, Stamle is trying to get up. There we go, dropping Van Baarle. Stamle is dropping, well, he's also done for, so it's not gonna last too long. And in the peloton, we are still there. No. What is happening? Why are you standing still? What is this shit? Did you see that? Teutenberg was literally standing still on the Koppenberg, and all the 3 of them are dropped. No, really? 0 kilometers per hour on the Koppenberg, Teutenberg. That's what you were doing. Come on, man. Scott, try and get our boys to the front again somehow, even though Scott's kind of done for as well. Stamle's in E2 right now, but is about to bridge towards the front, and he can protect Alvarez, who is going to be our leader today. So, come on, Hector, this is your day. 40k to go, and you are looking good, my friend. Mathieu van der Poel and Wout van Aert are not in this group yet. What a massive race so far, and I gotta be honest, Alvarez looks really competitive. 35k to go, 3 hills to come, and we are in the front group, and Wout van Aert looks to be done. Wout van Aert is done for in this group, so I need to pace a little bit in this group, and Van Baal is dropping them. No, it is Laporte is dropping Van Baal and Wout van Aert. Visma, Leasebike, Patrick, bro analysis, what are you doing, my friend? Wout van Aert has made it to the group on this climb on the Oude Kruisberg. I'm still in the group with Alvarez, but Van Aert is looking shaky. Van Aert is looking shaky. I think he might be out of energy. That is brilliant. If he's out of energy, that's perfect. Where's Van der Poel? Not bridged up yet, so that is ideal as well. Laporte is done for. Only Benoot left for Van Aert, so in this group, we have a possibility to potentially have a really good result at the Tour of Flanders. 26 kilometers to go. And I'm just gonna sit up. I don't need to do the work here. I need to be able to recover right now. That's my goal. We were looking so incredibly good, but now we are not because Alvarez has been dropped and he's getting caught by the second group and dropped by the second group. This went from looking amazing to looking really, really bad really, really quickly. So it looks like it's gonna be between Fred Wright and Wout van Aert. My money is on Fred Wright. I gotta be honest, it is a shame that we were so competitive for a lot of the race, but in the end we just came too short to be able to be competitive for not only this group, but also in the second group, because I was hoping we could top 10 this race from that scenario. Oh my god, Fred Wright has attacked and dropped Wout van Aert. Fred Wright is leading the charge with 4 kilometers to go and is looking like he's gonna win the Tour of Flanders. As simple as that. Yes, sir, we are looking at the winner of the Ronde van Vlaanderen, Fred Wright. The British man is taking it home. 1:20 on Wout van Aert, ahead of that third group that includes Remco Evenepoel, Mes Pedersen, Polit, and Mohoric. Remco Evenepoel gonna finish third in RVV. That's something I've not seen so far. And despite a massive day in the breakaway, Alvarez is gonna finish somewhere top 30 maybe, which he deserved more, to be honest. Hey, you can't say we didn't try everything. We went in the breakaway, that rider lasted a very long time. From that scenario, we tried to bridge riders towards that breakaway to increase our chances with that breakaway, and that somewhat worked, but in the end, we just came too short. 36 with Hector Alvarez, I think we deserved more than that. But hey, that's cycling. We gambled and we lost. I'll be honest, I don't actually know how we did this, but apparently we extended our lead on UAE Team Emirates by like 500 points. We're now 800 points ahead. That's massive. And all because we came 36 with Alvarez? That makes no sense. Anyway, next up is the Scheldeprijs, a sprint classic with a bit of cobbles and a bit of echelons at the start, but those echelon segments are too early in the race to really have an effect on the race, I think. But yeah, today's the day for the top sprinters. Jasper Philipsen is here, so he's the favorite. We've got Teutenberg and a fitness peak on Niklas Behrens, so we might be able to compete a little bit. Despite the fitness peak on Behrens, a 0 day for Behrens and a +2 day on Teutenberg, so he's gonna be our man for today. Into the tunnel, let's go. Honestly, I've chosen the really conservative route in this race because lots of people have been attacking, but I've not really done anything in response. All the other teams can take care of it. It's Alpecin's work to close that, etc. So just set up my sprint train, 20k to survive, and then we'll sprint. 7.5 kilometers to go on the final cobble sector as we speak. Herzog is pulling like a crazy man at the front on 99. No, but that's too much. 90, Behrens is suffering under that tempo. 99 after the cobble sector, and we're still in one piece, but we are with way too many riders, so Schamler can take over, energy shells on everybody except for Teutenberg, and Herzog needs to get out of the way. There we go. It's almost Ballerstedt time, to be honest. He can already take over. Schamler out of the way. Come on, Ballerstedt, keep ourselves going, keep ourselves going. Alvarez can almost take over. We're getting blocked in. We're getting blocked in. I don't like that. Alvarez can try and save that. Ballerstedt out of the way. Alvarez to the left, to the left, to the left. Come on. Behrens, get your ass to the left of the road. Alvarez can sprint. This is not going well. Behrens in the wheel of Alvarez. Come on. Last 1.8 kilometers. Behrens can sprint. Teutenberg is ready. Teutenberg can sprint. This is good. Warenskjold versus Warens. No, not versus Warenskjold. Teutenberg goes. Teutenberg wins. Teutenberg 1-2. Yeah. Sprints are too easy on PCM now. Look at it. Again a 1-2. Teutenberg, Behrens, Kooi, Warenskjold, and so forth. Like, the game is not fun when it's unreasonably hard because of bugs, but it's also not super fun when it's getting too easy to win because of bugs again. But hey, 1-2 for Teutenberg and Behrens for REMBE Pro Cycling. I won't say no to that. By the way, about the scouting from last episode, Kevin Fröhlich, 69 time trial, 70 stamina, so I feel like we found the talent. At the end of this year, I would like to sign this guy. Oh my goodness, the time has come. Paris-Roubaix is on the menu. Mathieu van der Poel is here, Wout van Aert is here, Mes Pedersen is here, all the big guns are here, and it has an echelon segment, which is realistic because in that zone in real life, there have been splits due to wind, so this is going to be a really good race. But just like the Tour of Flanders, I can't go head to head against Mathieu van der Poel and so forth, so breakaway will be important once again. Anyway, let's begin our third monument of the year, Hell of the North. Okay, starting off with a +3 on Stamler, a +2 on Alvarez, so that's 74 cobble and 77 cobble, so I am enjoying that. Alvarez needs to go in the breakaway, ideally together with Leidert once again, so let's get these guys to the front, but the first attacks have already gone. Alaphilippe, Van Gils, and Vernon, so those are some strong boys. Come on, come on, come on. I can't miss the boat here, I can't miss the boat here. There we go on the left side of the road, full on attack. Milan is pacing. Milan, stop pacing, buddy, stop pacing. There we go, let's do 99 for a little bit, and they're in our wheel. Jonathan Milan, why did you do that? I need to put Leidert at the front to make sure this breakaway does not get the gap. They already have, to be honest. 50 seconds. I need to close down this breakaway. If I close down this breakaway, I can form a new one. It's basically a 1 versus 8 right now. Lewis Leidert versus 8 riders in the breakaway. I'm gonna have to add someone else to that train. Fitzke can also spend himself. I'm sorry, my friend, because we need it. We need to catch this breakaway. Lewis is almost done for, so it's time for Fitzke to take over. There we go. Let's put him on 90 as well, and let's keep going. Now using both Teutenberg and Fitzke to try and close it down. Come on, guys. Work together. Close it down. The breakaway started to show cracks with lack of cooperation, and Teutenberg has closed it, so now I gotta make sure I can act on it. Let's get Alvarez and Herzog to the front. Let's have Teutenberg sit up. Alvarez, Herzog, come on, come on, come on. On the right side of the road. Come on, move up, move up, move up, guys. Move up. I can't miss the boat again. There we go. Let's follow whatever's happening right here. There we go. 99. Fitzke, don't chase, my friend. Perfect. Let's relay 85. And we've got a 5-man breakaway. Polleflit sits up. Bonnet and Bol and Hofstetter. Loads of riders trying to bridge up. That is good, but I keep on going. We are in that exposed wind zone, but the breakaway has formed. 10 riders indeed, with 1 Chaspatat behind it. That is Van Niekerk. And in the peloton, they are sitting up. The wind is just not high enough to do anything here, so that is good for the breakaway. I'll be honest, when we started using our riders one by one there, I was starting to fear that we were doing the wrong thing, but I think we did the right thing in hindsight. Here we go. Vieslia Kevi, the first cobble sectors of Paris-Roubaix have arrived. We are still in that breakaway. Herzog's energy is not looking too bright actually, but it's only 2 minutes on the peloton. Benoit is already pacing in the peloton, so they're already starting to cook down here, and I was hoping the break would have a bigger gap, but first 11 people off the back of the peloton right here, including Asgreen. That is kind of surprising, to be honest. Looks like gaps are forming, attacks in the peloton. Lascano, Rex, and Wright with 147 kilometers to go. Don Holland not necessarily responding too vividly, so looks like he's okay with that. Herzog has been dropped in the breakaway, kind of unsurprisingly. Let's try and drop him back to the peloton to make sure he can recover as he moves back to that peloton. And he's punctured. Okay. Wow, that's the timing. Now that's a bit annoying. The break has split up in 2 pieces, and I'm in the second group of that, unfortunately. Rex, Wright, and Lascano have bridged up towards this, but they're not willing to pace more than 45, which that's not going to get us to the front. No tempo in the peloton, so I'm going to try and attack with 3 riders from that peloton. Herzog, Fitzke, and Ballerstedt. Ballerstedt, nope. Herzog can go on 95 to bring these guys to the front, and no response in the peloton. So I am liking this. What if... Do I go with everyone? Do I go with every single one of my riders? Let's try and go onto the attack on the left side of the road onto this cobble sector. There we go. And let's work together right now. Leidert, my man, wait on the gang, buddy. Wait on the gang. Okay, I feel like I'm somewhat riding off into the sunset with all my riders. Yeah, Kra Andersen is not pacing in the peloton behind us, so one by one my riders are trying to get to the breakaway. Imagine if I have my entire team in the break in Paris-Roubaix. Leidert has punctured, okay. Fitzke has punctured. Everybody's puncturing. Like, what am I supposed to do? Fitzke is now back with Teutenberg. Leidert's also back with Teutenberg. Fitzke can wait on Teutenberg. This is not going that well, is it? With a few K to go until the first of REMBE, I've decided to abandon my post with all these guys. I'm not in those attacks anymore. Only Alvarez in the breakaway who can sit up in the back of the group. To be honest, I don't want to spend too much energy here because the next sector is the big one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1 in the invisible chicane and into Truid Arenberg. There we go. This is a beautiful sight. Alvarez in the breakaway. For now, what in ye 80 kilometers to go. The gap is now 3 minutes between the breakaway and the peloton. Both Alvarez and Stamler looking pretty good, but the rest of my team is basically done for. Anyway, Alvarez has been caught. He's now with Stamler in the peloton group. 3 riders ahead still. Van Baarle pacing, 49 people in the group. So it's all about surviving, trying to spend as little energy as possible. I won't try to respond to the Wout van Aerts of the world. We're here to try and clutch a top 10, top 20 out of this, not a victory. Next sector is a pretty big one again, Ochilles Orchi, so I want to try and recover a little bit of yellow bar on Stamler, but it's not exactly working. That's not great. 46 people in the group now. Come on, Stamler. Recover that yellow bar, but the sector is coming. Here we go, onto the sector. Break is caught. Are we going to see attacks? Wout van Aert is moving up. Looks like he's going to make a move. Yep, Wout van Aert is going. I'm just trying to survive in the group. Getting over this sector is my only goal. Looks like Van Mechelen is following, Van Poppel, Van der Poel as well. So the big guns are going. I can't compete with that. For me, it's a peloton day. Down to 65 effort again. Try and recover because the next one is once again a big one. A 5-star sector, Mozambique. So I am done for. I think I'm about to drop, genuinely. Alvarez definitely is. 85 again on Stamler. Follow as much as possible, buddy. Follow as much as possible. Looks like we're gonna survive the sector, but Mathieu van der Poel is on 30 seconds ahead. We're in the group behind, and we are somewhat surviving still. Alvarez is gone, though, so had a good day in the breakaway, was strong in the peloton, but not good enough to compete here. Let's put it down to 60 again. I don't want to overspend energy. A very short one now. Tom Pleuve, new attacks, but I don't need to respond to that. Let's go back down to 55 and let's try and recover in this group again. When these attacks happen, I do drop through the group and the gap has opened up. So I think we are doomed. We are truly doomed. With about 12k to go, all the major sectors are done for. 8 riders at the front. Pedersen, Van Aert, Warenskjold, Bjerg, Van der Poel, Ganna and Girmay. So Mohoric as well. That's a solid group. Our group is picking up riders left and right, but I still think we're just fighting for a top 30 at this point. Here is the moment. The velodrome is here. Pedersen, Van Aert, Ganna, the entire group is still together. Let's take a look what's going to happen. Søren Warenskjold goes early. Pedersen responds. Van Aert in the wheel of that. Van Aert is in a prime position. Mathieu van der Poel as well. Van Aert looking perfect, but Pedersen goes to the front early, which kind of tricks Van Aert into the front position. Let's take a look what happens here. Pedersen in the wheel. Warenskjold in third wheel. Who's going to win Paris-Roubaix today? Wout van Aert, Pedersen, Wout van Aert, Pedersen, Wout van Aert, Pedersen. Wout van Aert is going to win Paris-Roubaix. That's something that has not happened yet in real life. Let's try and move up in the group because Mikkels is definitely done for. Come on, Stamler. Move up, move up, move up, move up. Let's get to the wheel of Stuyven, maybe? Something like that. Asgreen is my man. Let's do that. Come on. Last 1.9 kilometers. We are still looking okay. And we're going to try and launch right now with 1k to go. Stamler goes. Let's try and get a top 20, maybe. I think we might. 18th, Yannick Stamler. That's a solid result. Like, I was hoping for a little bit better though. I wanted that top 10, but I was too eager to get my entire team in the breakaway at the start of the race, and I think I spent quite a bit of energy with Stamler doing that, so that's a bit of a bummer. The sad reality is 73 cobble as our maximum cobble stat within the team of REMBE Pro Cycling this season is just not enough to compete at RVV or Roubaix, but in the coming few seasons, I want to compete in these races because this was really fun. Now, I do bring some bad news. Thanks to Catalonia and Basque Country, UAE Team Emirates is back on top by a lot. 1,500 points ahead of me now, so we're back to second. But let's be real, second in the UCI World Tour ranking in 2027 for REMBE Pro Cycling, that would be a miracle in real life. But I also bring some good news. We are going to La Vuelta a España this year. We've got a wildcard together with Arkea Caja and Q36.5. REMBE Pro Cycling is riding 2 Grand Tours this season, not 1. And talking about Grand Tours, our first Grand Tour of the series, Giro d'Italia, is coming up in 2 episodes. So I can't wait to start that one. Next time we're doing Romandy and Asturias together with Eschborn Frankfurt. So quite a few races in that episode, but that's gonna be for next time. As always, thank you for watching. Thanks to REMBE for sponsoring this series, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.